An upstate organization released hundreds of butterflies in Spartanburg today. The event, called Wings of Hope, is for those who have passed or are still fighting an illness. This is the 8th year for the release organized by the Spartanburg Regional Foundation.
Kind of a funny thing. My grandfather called me Butterfly, and when I saw the foundation was doing this campaign on butterflies, I said, I'm in.
Organizers say the butterflies are symbolic of new life and transformation. Wings of Hope helps to benefit cancer, heart, and hospice care. Well, hundreds of people came out for She Greenville this weekend. The annual women's show featured fashion, shopping, and a lot more. 7 News reporter Vanessa De La Viña takes us there.
From jewelry to home decor and the latest fashion trends, hundreds of vendors filled the TD Convention Center for She Greenville.
I just really came out to see what all the hype was about it. So far, it looks real interesting with a lot of vendors. We hadn't even got to see most of them.
The event caters to women of all ages with plenty of places to shop, makeovers to try, and things to taste.
Did get some wine testing in, though. He told us how to mix them up and everything, so very interested in that.
While it's a fun day for hundreds of patrons, it's a huge opportunity for the local businesses that are featured. Rear-based shop The Southern Threaders had a booth at the convention for the first time.
We offer monogramming, we have clothing, we have baby items, we have jewelry.
The mom and daughter duo who own the place were excited about the exposure.
We're small, so we're hoping to grow with these events.
Just a few booths down, a shop from 6 Mile offered everything a fashionable pet lover could want.
Everybody comes by and they're like, oh, pet bow ties. So that's kind of what grabs them and pulls them in here.
Owner Jessica Hedden and her mother hand make everything they sell. She Greenville put them in front of hundreds of new customers.
It's phenomenal. It's awesome to be able to get out with our products so that people can see what we do.
In Greenville, Vanessa De La Viña, 7 News.
Vanessa and I walked in a fashion show at She today. It was definitely a fun event. This was the 10th year.
Well, a hot one today with highs in the lower 90s, well into the 80s in the mountains. We're setting up for a virtual repeat tomorrow. In fact, if anything, we may gain a degree or two on our high temperatures. And a mostly dry day on tap, certainly in the upstate. Some of the mountain ridges may get a stray shower, but most folks are going to be dry. Steering into Monday, there are going to be a few clouds around for the eclipse. They're going to be hit and miss. Not everybody's going to be right under them when we get the big moment of totality. There are going to be some folks that may have one of those fair weather clouds kind of wandering by at about that time. We'll show you a little bit about that in a moment. Certainly not an overcast sky, certainly not going to be a clear blue sky, however, as we go through the afternoon on Monday. That's ahead of some moisture returning to the area that's going to start to bring storm chances back. Our best storm chance arrives midweek as a cold front heads our way. Certainly a quiet day today with a lot of sunshine, blue sky, and thunderstorms well off to our east ahead of a front that will eventually fizzle out. And that's what's going to cause that humidity to eventually surge back into the area. Virtual skycast for Greenville. You're the hot spot in the upstate right now, still hanging on to 83 degrees under mostly clear skies. Should be a pretty nice day tomorrow. Humidity levels not too far off of where they were today, so we're not going to see that big jump tomorrow. We're probably going to start to see that on Monday. 87 by lunchtime, on the way to low 90s, maybe a couple mid-90s for a few of you tomorrow. So yeah, it is going to be hot. I imagine our heat index values are going to be pretty close to our air temperatures, though. 72 right now in Asheville. You're in the lower 60s first thing in the morning. You're going to be well into the 80s by the end of the day. Again, you saw about 86 for a high today. You'll be about 88 for the high going into tomorrow afternoon, and that's going to come with a lot of sunshine. Outside of Greenville, everybody else in the 70s in the upstate. Clear down to 71 in Gaffney, 78 now in Spartanburg and Clemson, upper 60s and lower 70s in the mountains. A mostly clear start to the day. Frontal boundary stalls out towards the coast. It sits there for tomorrow. That's going to keep the thicker moisture away from us. Small chance we may see a mountaintop shower try to develop in the mountains, but most folks are going to be dry. We're going to be mostly sunny. We're going to be hot. Anything that might try to develop fizzles out. We're warm and dry Monday morning, and then Monday afternoon, this front washes out. Moisture returns. We get the potential, mainly after eclipse time, for a few showers or a thunderstorm in the mountains. We're going to stay mainly dry in the upstate, but we may have a little increase in cloud cover. We'll zoom in a little bit on the hour-by-hour forecast, take you to 1 o'clock. Spotty clouds developing, just bubbling up with a little bit of that humidity. Best chances are going to be in the mountains and in the upstate, south and east of the 85 corridor, and that's how it's going to develop through 2, 3, and 4 o'clock. So, again, Not clear blue sky, not an overcast sky, but those hit and miss puffy clouds are going to be out and about. Temperatures are going to be upper 80s to getting close to 90 for a few before the sun disappears. We'll drop a few degrees during max eclipse time, and we'll see those temperatures coming back on up. So it's that loss of sunshine right in the middle of the day is going to have effect on high temperatures, because we probably would see lower 90s widespread if it wasn't for the loss of that sunshine. In the tropics, this used to be Tropical Storm Harvey, now a tropical depression. That's headed through the Caribbean. This storm's headed to the Bahamas. National Hurricane Center only gives it a 20% chance of developing in anything. This is going to stay out to sea, only a 10% chance that develops. Harvey could become a tropical storm again here, though, over the next couple days. It's headed towards Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula. Could move back out by late week into the southern Gulf of Mexico. Here's our next 72 hours. 93 tomorrow, 88 Monday, very humid, a little eclipse cooling for you. Back up to 92 Tuesday with a stray thunderstorm possible. Better chances late Wednesday into Wednesday night with the front moving through, or a little cooler going into the end of the week. We may still see a stray shower or storm or two. And in the mountains, we're looking at upper 80s tomorrow. A little cooler through the rest of the week, though. Could see a stray mountaintop shower going into Monday. Better chances as we head towards the middle part of the week. And then cooler by the end of the week. So nice weather coinciding with the weekend. We actually got it this weekend.
Which doesn't happen every weekend. No. I had a few people ask me if the temperature would plummet when the solar eclipse happened, and I'm not a meteorologist, so I didn't know how to answer.
We're probably going to lose a few degrees, though. There's just going to be too much humidity in the air to let that temperature really drop a whole lot.
Well, there you heard it. Thank you, Dan. All right, coming up in sports, Todd Summers will tell us why this Panthers first-round pick looked like the playmaker the team drafted him to be today in Tennessee. And find out why Clemson's defensive coordinator was not happy following Saturday's stadium scrimmage for the Tigers. Stay with us. Sports is next.